Today's program is sponsored by The Anthony Vincent Salon. Say hello to beautiful.
You are listening to Trend Radio, where we talk about what's hot and what's not. Get into the loop with us. I'm Anthony Vincent.
And I'm Elise, and we're your radio gateway to what's trending with beauty, fashion, music, health, and wellness. Listen to us anytime, any place. Download the TuneIn app to your smartphone or tablet and make 920 The Voice your favorite.
You'll be glad you did.
Yes, you will be.
We're talking today about friends who want you to stay single.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, it is. So you think you finally met the one? Even though it's still early in the relationship, you wonder if it's a good idea to cross-examine every moment you spend together with your pals the way you usually do. One word? Don't.
Oh.
Even though your friends love you and they generally want the best for you, the single ones, especially the ones you've spent years with down that dating road and into the trenches, they may not be as happy for you as you might expect.
That's kind of sad, actually.
Well, it is. In fact, there are a number of reasons why your uncoupled friends may actually be keeping you single without you realizing
Oh,
it.
tell me. I want to know what these are.
Well, they're losing a partner in crime.
Oh.
Who doesn't like a girl's night out?
I love a girl's night out.
So do I.
I'm sure you do.
Especially if there's a chance to meet a great dating prospect.
Prospect.
Yes.
I love that
A
word.
prospect. That's when you're
You have like the best words in your vocabulary. I love this.
and they're all my own.
I know. You're definitely an individual. Okay, go on.
When you're single, you have to break out of the crowd so potential dates can actually meet you. But once you're already dating someone, you might not be available for those party nights that usually are spent with your buddies.
Yeah,
So-
that happens.
Now, this could make your friends feel resentful and about your relationship status.
Oh, well, that kind of stinks, doesn't it?
It does.
You'd think they'd be happy for you.
You think that, but sometimes they are jealous of you.
Oh, I hate that jealousy.
That green-eyed
The
monster.
green monster, yeah.
Yes, it sure butts its ugly head when, when it's...
When things are going well, yeah.
Yeah.
Shame,
But-
really.
But it's more about what your friend is lacking in his or her own life.
Oh,
than
it's
what,
always about...
than what you're doing with yours.
Yeah, it's always about you. It's always about the other person.
Mhm.
Yeah, exactly.
So, they might say to you, I can't believe you moved here and you met Sam right away. It's so easy for you.
And you're saying it in such a wonderful tone of voice, too. I love that.
Well, I hear it all the time.
It's fabulous. Okay.
A lot of your friends really don't understand your romantic needs.
Well, how could your girlfriend, two women, two girls, how could you each understand somebody else's romantic needs? I mean, how is that possible? The only one who understands your own romantic needs would be you.
Oh, yeah. Picture this.
Okay.
You finally bring your sweetie out to meet your friends, and they give your new partner a really tepid review because he's not the life of the party. They don't see how sweet and how kind and considerate he is. So, when the
It
two
could
of you are...
it could make for a sticky, yucky moment.
Right, when the two of you are, by yourself. Friends sometimes will judge your date by what they want in a partner, not taking into consideration what you might need or want for yourself.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, tell me another reason, Anthony.
Well,
You're so good at this. Come on. Don't give me that look.
they don't know what it takes to make a relationship work. And we talked about
They
relationships.
don't know because they're single.
Well, in successful relationships, you often have to compromise with your partner in order to make things work. It's all about compromise.
That's in any relationship. Compromise is important with anything.
Well, people who are single for a long time, they get used to doing things their own way.
I know those kind of, yes.
Wait a minute. Are you talking about me?
You're not single.
That's right.
So no, I'm not talking about you.
Ah, okay.
Why would I be talking about you? Are you that important that I need to talk about you every moment?
Yes.
Okay, ego, continue.
Now, your friends may have forgotten that what you're seeing is someone you don't always get to make decisions without taking the wants and desires out of your partner into consideration first.
Oh, I see.
Mm-hmm. And
Now I'm even seeing. Okay.
And most people are negative.
A lot of people are. Not
Yeah.
most,
Yes,
but a lot
yes.
of people are negative.
But your negativity can make them worried that you are secretly unhappy.
Oh, and then they would be upset about that too.
Yeah, yeah. A lot of times it's not your pals, fault.
Wow, it's almost like if you do your damned, you don't your damned.
Yeah, that's right. Right. So if they aren't exactly enthusiastic about your so-called perfect mate, especially when you spend all your time with them speaking critically about them, this constant complaining about the negatives and neglecting to highlight the many positives of your man in your relationship, because guys are very,
Aye.
very positive. Guys are great.
Ay, 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 ay. I guess it depends on the guy, ladies.
Well, if you talk about respect with your partner, then your friends will respect them too.
Mm.
Now, this doesn't mean that once you meet the one that you should ditch all your single buddies. No, no, no. You have to consider who you're talking to and what they might be going through. You might be better off discussing your relationship issues with your married friends, your happily married friends.
I think it's important also to find a balance. You want to find a balance with your friends, with your new boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever it is. And yeah, it's nice to take advice from people that are actually successful. Your happily married friends are successful with their relationships. So that would be your best place to take advice.
Everything in life is about balance. And your friendships with single pals can survive as long as you recognize that they're also going to,
They're going to what? Come on, spit it out. Spit it out. What are they going to
they're
do?
going to evolve.
Oh,
Ne-
evolve.
Yes. And now that you know, watch out. Because who knows? You just might be the friend that helps your single friends take all of their dating lives to the next level.
Well, I love the next level. On that note, we'll be right back with another email.
I'm Anthony Vincent of Anthony Vincent Salon. Time for another fun and fabulous beauty tip with our tip chick. And here she is.
Got lips? Want that perfect pout? Find the hue that's right for you. Easy as 1, 2, 3. Shape, stain, and shimmer. Same shade. Say hello to beautiful.
Email us now from AnthonyVincentSalon.com. Remember, for the 150,000 hairs on your head, there's only one choice. Call us now at 609-448-2212. You'll be glad you did.
And we're back. And guess what, guys? We have another email.
I can't wait.
Oh, okay.
What's
well,
the
listen,
question?
The question first, hello, Mark. Thank you for the email. Second, here's the question. Mark has a crush on his coworker, and he can't find out if he's trying to find out if she's into him without it being weird. So, Anthony, what do you think about this?
That's a tough one at work.
Mm-hmm.
How big is their HR department?
Well, you know what? I don't know. All I know is that Mark wants to know what he can do without creating yuckiness in the workplace.
Well, honestly, Mark, you probably already know if she were into you. But there's only one way to be sure. Catch her alone and invite her to join you and some friends for drinks after work.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah,
This way, you know what? It's a group effort.
A group effort. If she says yes, you've got a shot. But if she says no, or something like I'm busy, or I got to go pumpkin picking, something.
Pumpkin picking?
Whatever. It's an excuse. Okay, take it in stride. There's no worries. It was just an idea, and let it go. Yeah, rejection sucks. I know. I've had plenty of it. But if you play it cool, you've got nothing to feel weird about. Now, if you do get out for those drinks, impress her with less. Leave your phone in your pocket. Turn the ringer off.
Always turn that off. Yeah.
Leaving your phone out during a date could ruin your odds of connecting with her. So, a new study in the Journal of Social and Personal Relationship Reports say, turn off the cell phone and pocket it before you meet her.
Oh, very, very cool.
Pay attention to her, not your damn phone.
Okay. So, Anthony, I read this article the other day and listen to the title of it. The title is, Let's Move to Sweden, where there's a vagina mural at a middle school.
A what?
Yeah, you heard me. A vagina mural at a middle school in Sweden. Okay. Really?
a mural. So
A mural. Yeah, how
we're
funny
not,
is that?
We're not talking about a
No,
picture. We're
no,
talking
no.
about
A mural.
a
It
wall.
is painted. It's done in a modern art form, so it doesn't actually look like a picture coming out of Playboy.
Mhm.
It's definitely art. It's definitely art. The Swedes are very forward thinking.
Oh, that's pretty forward.
And yeah, they have a very positive outlook. See, there's this middle school principal in Sweden, and he's given full support to graffiti artist Carolina Falkart, who was commissioned to paint this mural. And it's right in the staircase of the junior high school.
She's all farked up.
Oh, stop that right now. No. Listen. The Youth and Cultural Affairs deemed this mural, get this, listen, inappropriate and wanted it painted over. Yeah, right?
Yeah, I absolutely think that.
And then they were criticized for censorship. And now it's up for discussion. So far, nothing's been done. But can you believe this? Can you imagine walking into like one of our local schools and seeing a mural like this? Now, again, it's not like it's coming right out of like,
So is this a
Hottie magazine.
All right, it's not pornographic.
No. It's art. It's absolutely art. It's a graffiti artist who paints murals. And it's done in like different colors. It's purple and brown and red and, a lot of earthy, autumny tones. But I don't know.
Is that what vaginas look like? Are they purpley, brown, pink, orange? I mean, I don't know. My eyes are always closed.
Oh my God. Really?
So I've never really seen one.
Are you kidding me? I'm not having this conversation with you anymore. Let's talk about beauty myths. We're going into beauty myths right now.
Oh, so you are our beauty bitch today.
I am always the beauty bitch.
Mm-hmm. And that's what I dub you. You are now the beauty bitch.
Ooh, okay then. So I think that we should talk about beauty myths then.
All right. Tell me about them.
All right. Well, did you ever know that there are, how when you shave, they say that your hair is growing back thicker?
Yes.
They always say that.
Yeah, but that definitely is a myth. I know that.
Yeah, it's really not that it's growing back thicker. It's that it's stubbly and hard and
when I was like 12 years old, I think I got my first shaver, and we would, as kids, and these are all the 12-year-olds in the neighborhood, we'd be shaving and shaving, thinking that it was going to make it come in thicker, and actually all it really did was the stubble was thicker than the tip of the hair.
Okay, here's another one.
Okay, here's one for me. If you only use hot tools on your hair once in a while, you don't need any protectant sprays. That is not true.
That is not true.
No, whenever you use any heat on your hair, use a protectant spray.
Always. But here's a really good one. Filing your nails can be done in any direction. Always file your nails in the same direction. If you go both ways, back and forth, that's going to lead to breakage and peeling.
Now, at least I know
No.
you don't go both ways,
It's okay to go both ways. Don't talk about going both ways, just not with your nails.
Okay.
Don't talk about that. Don't upset anybody.
All righty. And we'll be right back. And when we do, we're going to learn about gastrosis. Gastriasis, SBDs, more commonly known as the fart.
Really?
Need a salon that's about the whole you? Precision haircuts, flawless makeup, impeccable nails, top-rated professional hair products. Anthony Vincent Salon. Looking for a hairstylist who has his finger on the pulse of all the latest trends? Anthony Vincent Salon. Looking for a dependable salon with over 35 years in the industry? Anthony Vincent Salon. Looking for New York City and internationally trained stylists that will create the perfect look for you? Anthony Vincent Salon. Shine brightly while walking down the aisle. Anthony Vincent Salon. For longer, thicker, beautiful hair extensions, Anthony Vincent Salon. Incredible makeup applications for weddings, proms, or any special occasions. Anthony Vincent Salon. Have dry, brittle summer hair? Get a hot shot. Anthony Vincent Salon. Before you put a ring on it, manicure it. Anthony Vincent Salon. Your image is their specialty. For the 150,000 hairs on your head, there's only one choice. Anthony Vincent Salon. For a more beautiful you, call now 609-448-2212 and follow them on Twitter.
This segment is really for guys, and you want to clear a fart fast?
Oh, God.
Stop fanning your fanny. You will only spread the stench.
This is awful.
Next time, sit on a very cushioned chair and aim that fart directly into the cushion.
Do you really believe this? Really?
This is
Stephen,
not...
Stephen, help me.
This is from Jacob Rosenberg, MD, a Danish gastroenterologist who studies flatulence.
Nice.
He says the cushion's fabric will absorb most of the smell. This is what Dr. Rosenberg
So
says.
your couch can smell.
Well,
okay.
Now, I got a couple things about flatulence. Do you know?
Why?
Because guys listen to this show, and guys like farts. Farts
But
are funny.
Women listen too, and we don't.
Listen, farts are. That's right. Girls don't fart; they poodle. 85% of guys who've ripped a fart. There are 85% of guys who ripped a nasty fart in a crowd.
I don't even think I can top this conversation later.
No, you can't. 83% who cut the cheese without sticking around to smell it.
Cheese.
It's called cutting the cheese.
I know what it's called.
So really, what you got? This is not mine. I'm going through some medical magazines, and there are chapters on flatulation.
And people, I recommend that if you have any issues with this, go to these medical magazines and read them. We really need to talk about them, though, Anthony?
Or call our producer, Stephen.
Yeah, he knows all about
He's
it now.
the one that put me up to this.
Oh, he did not.
You know, I actually have one point of input. You said 85% of guys have ripped it in a crowd.
Yes.
That means 15% of guys are lying.
There you go. You
Oh,
have it
boy.
from the expert.
Okay, Stephen. Thanks a lot for the help.
So get off that can and get into the gym. Now, where does the time go? Why do guys spend so much time in the bathroom?
Just because, well, you know what? I don't even know why. But I do know that they do because I know you. Okay? And you are always in the bathroom. But I think the reason guys are always in the bathroom is because, first of all, they eat terribly. And secondly, I think they're on the phone.
Well, Americans are averaging an hour a day or 2 weeks out of the year in the bathroom. Yeah, that's longer than some people spend on vacation.
Yeah.
So you were asking, what are the guys doing in there? Well, there was a survey.
Oh, boy.
So here we go.
Oh, no.
This is what we're doing in there. Well, they're doing.
Oh, you're not part of that percentage. I know.
not me, no.
You're not.
And the survey says
Tell us, please. We're dying here.
59% of you read.
Oh, okay. Reading.
30% of you talk on the phone.
Oh, yeah. And you're in that.
You are
Okay.
so knowledgeable.
Uh-huh.
And 25% admire yourselves in the mirror.
Oh, you're doing that too. Okay, go on.
Yes, nice pecs, nice arms, nice chest. And 48% engage in deep thought.
Deep thought?
Maybe about Pamela Anderson. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. My suggestion, eat more fiber and spend an extra time in the gym.
Okay.
You'll be glad you did.
I'm sure they're going to take your advice
You'll
after
have-
all of the intense advice you've just given them.
You will have less bloating,
I have something fun to talk
less
about.
gas.
I have something much funner to talk about than
Let's-
what you're talking about.
There's nothing more fun than a fart.
Oh, yes, there is.
All right, you tell me.
I know something that men love.
What? Tell me.
They love when we talk dirty to them.
Oh.
You know why?
I have my own ideas, but I'm not going to say it on the radio.
First of all, reason number one, they don't expect it. It goes against the stereotype. Men learn at a very young age that women are innocent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay. It shows confidence. A woman who talks dirty is going to be less sexually inhibited. Okay. It makes him feel special. A secret flash of skin, a nipple across your arm, selected exhibitionism. It heightens the experience.
Oh, yeah, I bet it does.
Talking dirty exposes the vulnerability and intimacy of sex. You know, the surrender of the hair pulling and the biting. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm talking about. It's encouraging. It makes your man know you're in the moment. It gives him encouragement and speaks directly to his animal brain.
Well, there you have it. The X-rated version of Trend Radio.
Oh, it's great.
Get into the loop with us. We are Trend Radio, your gateway to what's happening in beauty, fashion, music, health, and wellness. I'm Anthony Vincent.
And I'm Elise. Tune in to Trend Radio every Saturday morning at 10 a.m. You'll be glad you did.
And now, Stephen and Kevin, the purveyors of wealth management. And you can talk to them in person at Insight Financial Services, LLC.com.
Hey guys, how are you?
Hey, Elise. Hey, Anthony.
How you doing?
It's so good. It's so nice to see you guys. But
It's always great being here. Thank you.
it's wonderful.
And it is always great to have you here. You guys are a wealth of information.
Oh my gosh, I was just going to say that.
Wow.
I was. All right,
I
so
love
I'm
you
going
to talk about wealth.
I'm going to talk about something else then. And it does pertain to wealth, but it also pertains to having enough wealth for this situation. I was with a couple of my clients the other day, and they were just sad. They were so unhappy because, first of all, they're thrilled because their kids were accepted into great schools, great colleges, but they were so unhappy because they just don't know how they're going to pay for it.
Right.
And so what I did was I sent them in your direction. But what would you tell somebody who comes to see you with this fear?
Well, reality is difficult to accept when all of a sudden this college planning process is just that, a process, but it's one of these things that you have an idea it's looming out there when you have children, and the thing is people never seem to quite get around to addressing it, and certainly not addressing it to the degree that they need to, because life goes on. You're paying for kids. And camps and braces and whatnot through the year. So all of a sudden, now they're in high school, and the next thing you know, they're applying to colleges. That process is so difficult. Now, one of the things that we've been doing, obviously, tell people to start a 529 plan, which is one way to save for college, and that's a very good way. But again, it doesn't do enough. So we have, about a year and a half ago, Steve and I started looking into realizing that college planning is the next most important thing to retirement planning. And one of the things that we know about retirement planning is versus college planning is you can't take a loan for retirement. So there's a whole strategy involved with the college process. So we looked into that. We actually then came upon a company that we since joined called Premier College Funding. They have an approach to the college planning process that we really felt very, very comfortable with, because it's really the same as we do with our advisory business. We sit down with these people and we find out exactly who they are, what they have, and how we can structure something that's going to help reduce their expected family contribution, and that's the bottom line. I don't know if you've heard of, did any of them mention about filling out a FAFSA or a CSS profile? These are documents that are generated by the government and that determine, that do a calculation that determines how much your family is expected to pay. And if there's a way that you can somehow reduce that number, that means that's less money that you have to come out with out of pocket. Now, let me ask you, Elise, since you asked the question, do you have an idea how much money is out there in the United States that is available either to pay for college, in scholarships, in subsidized loan money, anything like that? Do you have any idea?
Absolutely no clue.
Would it surprise you if I said $165 billion?
It would surprise. Oh my God, it would totally surprise. And that's amazing.
It is, and then the question is, where is it?
Where is it?
Right. So
that's where we have to come to you to help us find it.
Well, that's what we absolutely try to do, and we try to position our whole process is, again, sitting down with people. First of all, before we do a free consultation with them, where we determine, because there are things that have there are ways to reposition people's financial lives that would put them in a better light when it comes down to how the colleges are going to look better from their perspective, not from the college perspective. But that's part of the strategy. There's a whole strategy involved with when do you deploy your assets. When do you deploy your 529 plans? How do you take out loans? What kind of a loan do you get? What's a Stafford subsidized loan or unsubsidized? What do those two things mean? So these are all questions, and people, they've heard about these things. Many people, again, they know it's coming, and they just never quite get around to addressing it. And it's just it is just scary, totally scary.
So basically, this is a step-by-step process, and you go over each step with these people so that they feel comfortable and can work out a plan for college.
Right.
Amazing.
With those billions of dollars that are available, do the plans or programs change regularly? And how do you keep up with that?
Not really. It is all is generated by the profile forms that people fill out. So there's a calculation that's generated through the FAFSA as well as the CSS profile. That the profile is relative to private schools. So most public schools only require that you fill out the FAFSA, and that asks certain questions. The CSS profile asks much more in-depth questions, and so it gives you it comes out with a different outcome. And but that's the kind of the bad side of it, I guess, in some respects, because they ask a lot more in-depth questions. The good side is that the schools that actually require the profile, they're the private colleges that have the large endowments, and that is where you get the most money. That $165 billion, if you start thinking about what the endowment is at Princeton University and Harvard and Yale, and we're talking about billions of dollars in their endowments. So
wow.
That's where the money is at the schools. So you need to position yourself in a best way so that the school wants you to come. And you know, it's very simplistic to say, but one of the things is you need to be a good student.
I was just going to ask that, does it matter if you're a good student, not so good? But even more importantly, what if you financially are better off than someone else? Does the less fortunate student have as good a chance or better chance to get some of this money?
Well, if you mean less fortunate student by meaning not having as much family income,
that's correct.
Well, they would definitely qualify for more aid than someone that has a lot more assets and income. That's definitely part of the formula. People with a lot of assets and a high income will not qualify for some of the aid that would be available out there, that the need-based aid. However, they can qualify for merit aid if the students are very good students. They have high SAT scores or ACT scores, or if they have a special talent, like they're a great student, a great athlete, or a musician, or those kinds of things. They all impact what you're going to get.
Wonderful.
Great information, you guys. Yes.
Always great information.
Thank you very, very much. For those of you that are just joining us, we are talking with Kevin and Stephen from Insight Financial Services, 65 South Main Street in Pennington. Call them now, 609-730-4940.
You'll be glad you did.
The opinions voiced on this program are for general information only and are not intended to provide specific advice or recommendations for any individual. To determine which investments may be appropriate for you, consult with your attorney, accountant, and financial advisor or tax advisor prior to investing. Securities are offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA, SIPC.
And we're back, and we're with our guests from the Bar Method, Jennifer Teague and Amy Clark. 29 Emmons Drive, Princeton, New Jersey, 609-356-0244. And you can also reach them at princeton@barmethod.com. Well, hello, girls.
How you doing?
Hi, good morning.
We're good.
Fabulous. We're so excited to have you guys. I have to be honest, I've been talking about this over and over, just having you girls here.
She has been.
Yes, since our
That's
cocktail
all I've
party.
been hearing for the last couple of weeks.
My Barbie dolls are coming.
I know,
so
we're
excited.
really excited to be here too.
Okay, so we want to know about the Bar Method and who created the Bar Method.
That's a great question. So the Bar Method was founded by Burt Leonard, who originally did the Lottie Birth Method, and she opened a studio in San Francisco with her husband, and they created this extremely beautiful method from the Lottie Birth Method, and they changed it to the Bar Method. And the big difference from Lottie Burke to Bar Method is Burr Leonard actually rooted bar method from physical therapy and worked with orthopedic doctors and physical therapists to make it very safe and effective, which is why we're addicted.
I understand. And so that
Does it become an addiction? 'Cause
It does become an addiction. You see great results. You feel good. You start to look very sexy. And you just, when you feel good, life is good. So it becomes very addictive.
Definitely agree with that. I definitely
Absolutely.
agree with that.
We call it drinking the Kool-Aid at Bar Method because it happens really fast.
Oh,
It's
okay. So bar method actually has been known to reshape and elongate your muscles. Is that correct?
It is.
How does it do that? How does your method do that and differ from other bar working out, bar methods?
Right. You want to take that one?
Sure. Well, the whole idea behind the bar method is working in small isometric movements, which fatigue the muscle really fast. You're going to shake, you're going to burn. And then right after that, we stretch the muscle out to make it longer and leaner. So that creates the whole reshaping of it. And like Jen mentioned earlier, the bar method, unlike other bar-based workouts, is rooted from physical therapy. Burr Leonard has worked with doctors and physical therapists to make sure that you're not going to hurt yourself and everything is completely safe, which is for us really important.
Okay, so that keeps your joints safe.
Yes.
Right.
So this is not the same type of workout that a guy or a meathead in a gym, lifting the weights and actually contracting the muscle and.
No. A lot of what you probably see in a gym is really big movements.
Yeah.
So a full range movement where you're going in and out of the muscle. When the bar method, we keep you in the muscle for a couple minutes, which makes it really intense.
In
and
the muscle.
effective.
You just said keep you in the muscle.
Yeah. So instead of doing like a full range squat where you come all the way down and all the way up, we have you hold the bottom of a squat for a couple minutes where you're only moving in an inch movement. So we'll tell you to move down an inch, up an inch. No bigger.
I have done that in some of my workouts. That is very difficult to do.
It is.
It
It's
is.
amazing.
Yeah. Well,
That's
what
very interesting.
what should you expect in your very first class at the bar method, and what should you bring with you?
Great question. So in the workout, you wear socks. So you'd bring a pair of socks, just form-fitting workout clothes.
You don't need sneakers?
You don't need sneakers. We have a beautiful, thick carpet. It's amazing.
I love
you work
this.
out. It's almost like you step into a day spa when you come to the bar method. So you would just need yourself, maybe some water. We have towels. We have a locker room, a shower. You really are going to experience probably one of the best workouts of your life. It's 1 hour. And the entire class is organized by a teacher who will teach and give lots of verbals and hands-on corrections to get you in good form. So, number one, you stay safe. And number two, you want to work out and get the most out of it. Who wants to come work out for an hour and not have the most results? And it's a sequence of strength and stretch. So throughout the hour, you'll strengthen the muscle, get in the muscle, burn it out, and then stretch right after. Whereas normally when you work out, you kind of stretch in the beginning and the end. This is a constant sequence of strength to stretch. So it's something to look forward to when you're burning your muscle and you're kind of feeling that intense pain, which is a good pain because you're reshaping your body. You know that you will stretch right away.
So it's an isometric. There's no weights involved here.
We do use free weights in the beginning.
You do.
So in the first 15 minutes of class, there's free weights and lots of upper body focus. And then from there, it's based around the room. And you use the ballet bar for stretching and for, balancing and stuff. But it's not really, it's kind of yoga, Pilates, and ballet meet at the bar.
Are your exercises in a specific order?
They are.
Okay, why is that?
Burr created the method in a specific order to make sure that your body's warmed up correctly. So when you go on to work other muscles, there's certain muscles that are already warmed up. So you warm up shut your leg muscles and you'll warm them up and then you'll work them and then you go on to work the back of your body. So it's all...
So you alternate between the front and the back.
Exactly. So you're strengthening and then you're going to stretch. So when you're working the back, you're going to be stretching the front after you strengthened it. And it's effective. It's most effective this way because it keeps your body safe.
Okay,
keeps
so you're
you free of
toning
injury.
one side and elongating the other side.
Exactly.
Can anyone start at any time, or do you offer beginner classes, or is it just, is it a matter of just getting used to the movements, or can anybody just pick up anywhere?
Yeah, we offer level ones, which would be a great place for people to start. However, any mixed class is great for anyone. It's new, it's different. So coming into it, it's just like anything else you do. The more you do it, the better you get at it. With bar method, though, it does get harder the better you get because you get stronger. So you have more ways to challenge yourself and give yourself more goals and different options in class. But we do recommend the level one for first-time students, but a mixed class would be fine. Our teachers are, certified, and if someone comes in, they're new, they know to make sure that they're going to give them a little bit more attention than a more experienced student, just to keep them safe and make sure they're getting the most out of it.
Now, I'm just curious about this again. You were talking about how the classes are an hour.
Right.
Now, that's each class is an hour. You go for an hour.
Well, it depends on who's teaching. No, I'm just kidding. I prefer an hour and 15 minutes. No, they are an hour. The classes are an hour. And
so they're not shorter period of time?
No, there's always an hour.
Okay. So then you know that when you're going for an hour. Do you stay longer? I mean, is there something else to do after you're done with your workout, or is you're there for the hour?
You're there for the hour. If you want to stay and hang out, we have a lounge. We love when people hang out in our lounge and talk to us, but you are getting everything you need in the 1 hour.
That's great to know also.
Yeah.
That you don't have to be there some people are at the gym for 2.5 hours because they're doing this. Not that I think there's anything wrong with that. I just don't have that kind of time.
Yeah.
You get everything done in 1 hour.
I think when you have an instructor actually leading the class, you can get all of that done in the hour. I know when I go to the gym, there's a lot more flapping of the jaws than actually workout.
There's a lot of water cooler talk.
Yeah,
we don't allow that.
That doesn't. Water breaks
We're very busy.
We have a lot to get in an hour.
Now, does the class start at a specific time? I'm sure.
Yeah, like what's your schedule?
Yeah, so we run 7 days a week, and Monday through Friday we have classes as early as 5:30 a.m. and as late as 7 p.m. And they are scheduled, so people will buy packages or do an unlimited for the month, and we recommend that they go on and sign up in advance because space is limited. So we wouldn't be able to have, we can fit 30 people. And the last thing we want to do is turn people away. So we recommend people to sign up, especially for weekends.
Now, can they do that at your email? They can do that by
our
email?
website.
Your website, okay.
Yeah, you can go right on to www.barmethod.com, Princeton.
Okay.
Very easy to find.
It's almost like, I don't want to say an email, but just...
we use a website called... Yeah, exactly. It is.
But my brain went.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's like an online appointment
brain
schedule.
fart. It's Monday. I haven't had enough coffee yet.
His brain does this often. It's okay, though. We love him anyway.
I'm just surrounded by so many beautiful women here today, all in great shape. It's a guy thing.
It's a guy thing. So he's losing his mind. I get it. Okay. All right. So they can just go right on your website. They can sign up. And this way, there's no issue. So it's 30 women.
Right.
Or now... Back to, I know Anthony was talking about the men, the meathead, the whole thing.
Do men take your classes?
Yes, they do. And we have quite a few men that come. We encourage men to come. It's an absolutely beautiful method for anyone. It is great with the stretching and strength for men. A lot of times guys, like you were mentioning earlier, will go to the gym, do lots of big movements, and not stretch nearly as much as they need to, and stretching is vital for anybody.
Oh, terrific. If you're just joining us, we are Trend Radio, and we are talking to Jennifer and Amy from The Bar Method.
Holding it down.
Yeah, and we're just having a great time, too, and getting a lot of knowledge. So we're talking about The Bar Method and how you get a great workout from a bar-based exercise. But I'd like to know about your trainers and how they're certified and what it is that gets you to be a Bar Method teacher.
And this is great. I mean, this is something that really makes us stand out from other bar-based workouts, wouldn't you say, Amy?
Yeah, definitely. If you go to a gym, now bar-based workouts have been really popular. So if you go to a gym, you might be taking a bar class from someone who did a weekend or 2-day training. The Bar Method requires you to go to a 7-day, all-day training which is
Nice.
followed up by a 6-month post-training where we work with our teachers and we practice with them daily.
Oh, see, I love this.
Yeah. And then until they're ready to teach a full class, within about 6 months, we have them in teaching with us in there, observing and spotting them and helping them. And then when we think they're ready, we have them videotape themselves teaching a class, and we have to send it out to California where they have to be approved to teach on their own.
They have to be approved
Correct.
by the bar method?
Yep, by corporate, exactly.
By corporate. I love this.
Yeah. Now,
It's a beautiful process.
do
Really?
you girls ever train the trainers? In other words, do you girls ever teach someone new how to be
Yeah, that's
bar
their
method certified?
Well, there's head trainers that actually are qualified to do the trainings for teachers, that 1-week training. We wouldn't be able to do a 1-week training because we're not certified. So even to become a head trainer, you have to go through another process of, you have to teach, I think, for a minimum of 3 years, and then you become a head trainer. So they'll send out head trainers from, I don't think we have any on the East Coast yet, but they'll send them out from the West Coast. And they'll stay in, we had Jen Herzenberg came from San Francisco. She's fantastic. Stayed in Forest Village and would come to our studio 7 days a week with our group of teachers, train them for 7 days. And then once she left, then from there, we post-train with them.
So,
wow.
Wow, that is very, very involved.
Very.
Now, is it expensive to become certified? I mean,
It is.
It is.
It's
Okay.
worth it, though. You get what you pay for.
I absolutely agree.
And, you can do it differently. So Amy and I invest in our teachers. And long term, you have awesome teachers. So we took a pretty intense interviewing process to find our teachers. And we handpicked our 4 teachers that we have now, and they've been fantastic.
So the 4 teachers and the 2 of you. And I know your first class is at 5 in the morning and then till 7 at night. Depending on the people who sign up for particular days, do you have 3, 5, 8 classes? A day? Does it work that way?
Right. Yep.
Okay.
We probably average, I would say, between 6 and 8 classes a day.
Wow.
Yeah.
So one teacher would not do all of those classes.
no.
I would think they'd be.
We rotate it, so usually, it just depends on when we hire them availabilities. Some of us do more nights than mornings, and vice versa. But usually, there's a broad spectrum. It's not like Kelly's teaching every day or Amy's teaching Tuesdays. I teach Wednesdays. We all rotate.
So there's the 2 of you, and then you have 4 girls.
Correct.
Exactly.
Okay, so you have a studio manager, and that would be Kelly.
Yep. And she's also a teacher.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yes.
wonderful. Okay,
She does it
and
all.
then you have 3 trainers, Kathleen, Trina, and Kristen.
Yes.
Okay, and then Jennifer and Amy, of course. Wow, what a nice team.
Now, I'm curious. Can you do the bar method if you're pregnant?
You can do the bar method if you're pregnant. I'm actually pregnant.
Congratulations! Wow.
So exciting.
And this is my first child, so I'm very excited that I have the bar method because a lot of exercises you can't do while you're pregnant. Our trainers, when they're trained, are trained to with all the modifications for pregnant women. So if you're just starting the bar method and you're pregnant, there's very little modifications that you need. Once you hit the 20-week mark, there's a lot more. And what we do is we go over them, the modifications with our clients before class, make sure they know them, and all of our teachers are well-versed in them. So we have I've had several clients do the bar method up until the day they deliver.
Wow.
Which is awesome.
Really?
Yeah.
See, that's something that you can't get from any other kind of training, I don't think.
I agree. We do. It's interesting. We had a woman find us because she was used to doing Ironmans and, big time working out in the gyms and I think CrossFit, but realized that wouldn't be an option while she was pregnant.
No, I think it's too rough, actually.
So she researched and found us, and now she's converted to bar method. And
Wow.
she took Amy's level 2 days before she gave birth, and a level 2 is a little bit more advanced. So it's a beautiful thing. If you know your modifications, you can do the class and it's fine. And the teachers know. So in the beginning, you might kind of forget them, right? Because you're pregnant and you have baby brain, maybe. So we're always there.
Baby brain.
We're always there to remind and keep everyone safe. So it's kind of a beautiful thing. I mean, we have women that come in with arthritis. I mean, there's hip replacements.
We have a modification for almost everything. And all of our pregnant women that have come back afterwards have said, one, that their delivery had been a breeze because of the breathing that they've learned through Bar Method, or the mental strength
and the tonality,
and the physical and the tone.
Yeah.
And their bodies have bounced back unbelievable. And they're back at it. Yeah.
See, that's also a wonderful thing, all you ladies out there, to know this. Very, very important.
So this system that you guys teach really makes a lasting changes for your body and your life and your lifestyle.
It does.
Yeah.
It does. That's where it becomes addicting.
Well, sure. Plus, you feel great. It's the endorphins, of course.
Everything about it feels great. Even my boyfriend, you were asking if men come, and he plays hockey. He works out in the gym, and his first class, he was extremely impressed at what we got done in an hour. Takes him a week at the gym, and all
he does
that
the
happens
water
in an
cooler
hour.
talk.
Yeah, he's at the gym for like 2-3 hours.
I love that.
So he'll take once or twice a week to complement what he does, and the flexibility of it is just.
And I'll bet he's working different muscles, because men, first of all, we're all different, men and women, but men go to the gym and they're all rugged and they're doing the water cooler talk and they're lifting their weights
and looking at themselves in the mirror.
Yeah, whatever. I know you are ego. But anyway, aside from that though, I'll bet you're working out so differently, the man especially, because women are used to flexing differently and stretching differently, and we do our little splits and our leg lifts and whatnot, and we love the ballet bar. I mean, I know I do, but men not so much.
Right.
So it's probably quite a different impact for them. So I have another question. Do you have hands-on individual training?
We
Or
do.
is
We
everything-
do offer private lessons.
Okay.
Very few people we find need them, because you do get so much attention in class. The teacher knows everyone by name in the class, and like Jen said earlier, gives hands-on and verbal corrections throughout the class. So it is kind of like you're in a class of 30 women possibly, but it's almost like you're getting a one-on-one session in that class. But we do have some people that do take private lessons, and we do offer that as well.
And I think that's really important, because some people come in and they're not comfortable with a gym atmosphere or any kind of
We've seen that.
atmosphere, even going to any gym really. But to know that they can be kind of, in the beginning, have something personal.
It's a
personal touch.
camaraderie
Right.
too. When you work out in a group, you tend to do more, become more a part of what's going on,
A little bit more competitive.
Yeah, and fun.
Yeah.
Makes you want to come back
Exactly.
again
It's all
to
fun.
that. Yeah.
And what we see too, which is a beautiful thing, is being in the community and having, everyone knows everyone's name. People become friends, and they meet through the Bar Method because of being in the class together and just knowing, just being involved, and, everyone starts to get to know everyone's name. And it just really, it's a nice thing to see friendships grow and originate from the Bar Method.
Yeah.
That's like the show Cheers. Everybody knows your name.
It is. It's
Yeah.
so nice.
Makes
We've
you
made
feel
so many
comfortable.
friends through the Bar Method.
We moved
Princeton.
from northern central Jersey to Princeton to bring Bar Method to Princeton. And we didn't really know anybody, and we met.
And now everybody
so
knows
many
your
friends.
name.
Exactly.
And we know your name, and the radio people know your name, so everybody knows.
Alrighty. So these are fast-paced interval trainings. So maximum caloric burn. What does that do for you? Or most of your clients, do they want to get slimmer? Do they want to get muscular? Do they just want to get toned, or a combination of all of these things?
People come into the Bar Method a lot of times are looking maybe to lose a little bit of weight and to tone their muscles, and that's exactly what you're going to get. Not only are you burning tons of calories during class, but you have this post-caloric burn that you're going to get for up to 24 hours after class. So a lot of people take the Bar Method and they think that they need to do cardio exercises also, and they might have to go for a run. It's not necessary. Jen and I don't do anything else, and we have a lot of clients that don't. We do tell people, if you like to go for a run or you like to do that cardio, go for it, but it's not necessary.
Okay. So if you're joining us now, we are Trend Radio, and we are talking to the Bar Method. We are with Jennifer and Amy.
And we are loving it. So here is a good question for you girls. I'd like to know about the studio's environment. Now, I know you told me already about the wonderful carpet and how you don't have to wear sneakers, which I have to be honest, I'm really thrilled about. But tell us about the environment and how you benefit from having the environment that you have.
Well, one, when you walk in, you're going to be greeted by name. We know everyone's name. Kelly knows everyone's name. Our teachers know everyone's name. We have everyone who comes in says that it's the best part of their day. It's kind of an escape for them. Like we said earlier, it's like a spa-like environment.
What are the colors that you have?
Very neutral colors. We do have our accent wall, which is behind the desk, is a reclaimed wood, which we love.
Nice.
But very neutral, calming colors. Are both
like you said, spa-like.
It is.
Exactly.
It's like a day at the spa. We try to always in the lounge have water with mint or cucumber water, just something refreshing.
Yeah.
Some fruit. You can hang out. We encourage people to hang out with us all day, but people have lives.
Don't go to work today. Call out sick. Stay at the bar method.
Tell us about the cucumber water, because I've been hearing more and more about cucumber water.
It's so healthy.
It's fantastic for you. It has tons of vitamins, minerals, very refreshing. And we love, now we've been on to the lemon and mint as well, which is another great.
Love mint.
Lemon is just, and with lemon, Amy has it now.
I love lime and mint.
Oh, yeah.
But I also love cucumber, lime, and mint. That's really good.
That's a good idea.
It's
That's
really
our
good.
next one.
Everybody go for that one. Cucumber,
lime, and mint.
Really nice. I love it. Do you have a lot of mirrors?
We do. In the studios themselves, it's a square, or a rectangle, I should say, and it's an L-shaped mirrored wall. And it's not to really check yourself out as far as, ooh, do I look good?
No,
it's
to see that
strictly
you're
to see your
doing
form.
the right way.
And
Is there not a lot of that going on? Because I know many people are intimidated by the gym because it's like, oh, look at me, look how pretty I am. How's my hair?
That is not anywhere in Bar Method, Princeton. It's just.
Did you see? Did you hear this? This is exactly what it is.
This
is what I'm dealing with
That's
every
what's going
day.
on at the gym.
Well, no, because this was leading up into my next question about.
This is what he does. No.
My next question would be, can any age, any body type benefit?
Yes.
Because there are some larger people and some smaller ones.
This is one of my favorite questions you've asked. We have a client who is going to turn 70.
Lovely.
We actually have a newer client that's 81 right now.
Oh my God, we do.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Yes.
Okay, now that I love.
And it's so beautiful. It's just such a great, that we can give this to people is so amazing. And it's any age group, really.
Yeah, we have from 13 to, like, our oldest woman right now is 81.
I love her.
So, yeah.
I know.
us too.
You would love her.
Of course I would. How much do you love her? I'm going to come in. I have to come in, you guys. I have to come. Of course I do. I know I do.
And I'm a guy. I could come in too.
Yes.
Definitely.
And guys,
we'll go together.
The gentlemen get VIP. They get to come hang out in the women's, not the women's, in the office. No, they get to hang out in the office. We have a little section for the men in the office. You guys you get in on all the gossip. I mean, you're up in there.
He loves gossip.
I know they all do. They act like they don't, but they all
loves
do.
Gossip. I just have to ask a question, though. I want to know about the different exercises. I was on your website. This is a great website, everybody. You need to get on this website and just absorb it all because it's incredible. There are different exercises. I want to know about the arabesque.
Jen, you want to show them?
I know. It's fantastic.
Show me the arabesque.
I will. Amy will talk about it. I'll demonstrate. So we'll pretend I have a bar.
So arabesque is lengthening her entire body from her shoulders all the way down towards her knee. She's working the corner of her seat and the back of her waist. So she has her leg lifted up in the air. There's a slight little turnout to catch the corner of her seat, creating that dancer dent.
I got it.
If you can see it. Hers is amazing.
And there's a big heavy boot there.
I see.
Which got to make that
It's one of our favorites. Super effective.
Now, I'm not going to make you do every one of these exercises, but there's arm dancing.
That's one of my favorites. That's actually an abdominal workout.
Oh, arm dancing?
And you also get the benefit of working your upper body as well.
Okay. And then there's the roundabout.
Yeah, round back.
Oh, round back. Round back.
That's actually our manager and teacher, Kelly's favorite.
Yeah, I know. I read that.
Yes. That one elongates your, that's kind of towards a little bit past the halfway point of class. So you've already done glutes and quads. So you do round back, and that really stretches out your legs and gives a nice, intense stretch.
I saw one called the pretzel.
I knew he was going to pick that one because he's a guy, okay, and he wants to eat something.
Pretzel is like arabesque, but you're on the floor. So you're working a lot of the same muscles, but your body kind of looks like a pretzel. Again, it's a crowd favorite because it's super effective.
Pretzel. Guys, I want to do the pretzel. Okay, and then there's the narrow V thigh.
That one really focuses. That's thigh, so that one focuses on, it's a low-heeled set versus a high-heeled set, and it focuses on your low quads. So the base of your quads, really strengthening all the ligaments around your knees, making your knees more stable.
Great for summer, shorts.
Yeah.
Oh, sure. Now, are there, like, does every exercise have a name then?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so there's got to be tons more.
Oh, there's a huge manual.
Oh, my gosh.
So there's got to be over 100 exercises.
Minimum, yeah.
Minimum
oh, my
of 100.
gosh. Okay, so
Yes.
then the few that I have, they're just...
So you'll never take the same class twice. I'll probably never teach the same class twice.
because you're always doing
Do you
different...
prepare?
Oh, yes.
So that way you know exactly
We do a
which
theme. So
theme.
we'll decide, teaching, and every teacher is different, but we'll have the seat work set for the day, and then you kind of plan around that. So today I'm going to be teaching the 12:30, and I'm going to focus on the corner of your glutes, your gluteus medius, and your upper back.
Wow.
But you're going to get a full body workout, but you're going to do a lot of that. So that's just you kind of focus on. It's fun.
Oh, I'm sure it is
Down
fun.
an inch, up an inch.
You know
You're
what?
hooked, I can tell.
I'm sure it is fun. And looking at the two of you girls and how beautiful you are and how great you look,
Thank you.
I know that it really does work also.
Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome.
Do you do any kind of I don't want to use the word
Spit it out.
testing. I don't want to use the word testing, but check your body fat, check how far you could stretch.
Great question.
So that way we start the class off and I can only touch my knees, but 6 weeks down the road, now I can touch the floor flat-handed.
We will celebrate.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Oh, I love a good celebration.
Well, we have been talking to Jennifer and Amy from the Bar Method, 29 Emmons Drive, F50 in Princeton, New Jersey. And you can call them 609-356-0244. Girls, do you want to give your email or your web address?
Our web address is princeton.barmethod.com.
Terrific.
Wonderful.
It was great having you girls
This
here
was
today.
amazing.
Oh, it was
Thank you.
so
Thank you so
wonderful.
much.
So
We can't wait to see you in class.
Come
Oh,
to
you're going to see
12:30.
us. You're going to see us.
You have been listening to Trend Radio, where we talk about what's hot and what's not every Saturday morning at 10 a.m. Listen to us anytime, any place. Download the TuneIn Radio app to your smartphone or tablet and make 920 The Voice your favorite.
And if you have a topic of interest that you want us to talk about or you'd like to be a guest on our show, email us now, trendradio920@gmail.com. You'll be glad you did.
I'm Anthony Vincent.
And I'm Elise.
We'll talk to you next week.
Bye for now.